Has this situation ever happened around you? A student who has always earned sterling grades and always clutched a passion for learning and never once taken the privilege of his education for granted is being robbed of his innate human right to knowledge because his financially fragmented background painfully affords only one of the two mutually exclusive options: education or food and shelter. Or have you ever noticed in this society, those students which came from comparatively wealthier backgrounds are always the one who are being considered prior to the ones that came from a less financially sufficient background when it comes to college applications. Now, education should be free. Everyone in the society should have the same and equal opportunity and the ability to access education freely. Soaring tuitions and student loan debts are placing higher education beyond the reach of many American students. The federal government should pass a law to make all public colleges tuition free. Here are the reasons why. Dramatically increasing tuition fees among all public colleges created tremendous financial obstacles for students that are less financially sufficient. Now, this chart showed a dramatically increasing tuition fee over years at national universities. In this chart, we can see that the soaring tuition fee for public education is making financial matters harder and harder from year to year for those students who came from a less financially sufficient background. These less wealthy students are being forced to give up their earnest privilege of acquiring knowledge. And in most cases, it could be almost considered a moral inequality that absolutely fair education is not being reached by the most of the situations in today's society. To eliminate tuition fee is actually not a radical idea. In fact, precedents have been set. For example, as the Huffington Post provided, the University of California system used to offer free tuition at its schools until the 1980s. And in 1965, average tuition at a four-year college or university was just $243 per year. And many of the best colleges like City University of New York did not charge any tuition at all. Last year, Germany eliminated all tuitions for their public colleges due to the fact that they believe that charging students tuition fee for like $1,300 a year is like discouraging their students from going to college. Next year, Chile will do the same. Finland, Sweden, Norway, and many other countries around the world will offer tuition-free college education to all of their students. Secondly, soaring tuition fees will lead to many other problems, like excessive amount of pressure and immensely and continuously extra workload to afford education that was supposed to be priceless. Insanely rising tuition means to contribute more time and efforts on earning money and sustain a living. In order to achieve that, students are forced to have heavy workloads for part-time jobs, a ridiculous amount of energy that need to be poured into making money in a short period of time. Here are two charts demonstrating the rising rates of unemployment and housing issues, which could most likely be the sources of pressure and stress on the students. The New York Times stated, in today's society, even besides tuition fees, even the student loan debt itself will make matters more difficult for low-income students, undergraduate students, and their families. And students may be easily distracted from schoolwork. In a conclusion, more equality established among all students, easier life for undergraduate students and families, and reduced stress and pressure on student savings. It is time to make all public colleges free and accessible to all. Thank you so much.